Hi, I'm Todd Trump with the Muskogee County Extension Office here in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And I have a helper today that's going to help me.
I'm Taryn Turnbull from the Weber's Falls 4-H.
And today we're going to demonstrate how to make a terrarium for the like a state fair or like an indoor fair project. I recommend that we go to HLA 6438 fact sheet to get your dimensions and your rules and everything that you'll need to know about a terrarium from the Oklahoma State University fact sheets. You can go to your local extension office and get that and talk to your extension educator. Today she's picked out, she likes to do a fish aquarium because it's a little bit bigger and she likes to make them just a little bit bigger, and you can use a little bit bigger plants in there. So what I recommend is we grab, you have to have 4 different specimens. We set those in there while they're still in the pot, and you can kind of position them around inside there before you plant them and figure out, hey, I like it here or there or whatnot. One thing, like on this fern that she uses, you need to make sure, like when you position it in there, that it is really not touching the glass. If it touches the glass, a lot of times it'll wilt and die or turn brown, and it won't look as good whenever you do the entry on that. So she's got 3 of them in here so far. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to kind of go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate how I like to take them out of a pot. Is squeeze all the way around the sides. You pull it out, and you see how this root ball's down here. I kind of like to pull these roots just a little bit, not enough to tear them, but you kind of pull them. And so then what she's going to do is she's going to dig her a hole in here. Don't go all the way down to the bottom, because then you, like I said, you got glass there. So then she's going to dig that hole a little bit. We're going to set that thank booger in there like that. We're going to kind of take this soil and she's going to put it up around there, around the sides. If you need a little extra soil, we just use a cup here, and she'll take it and she'll kind of pour it in there around it and all that to get it up around what we need. Sometimes if they're a little short like Taryn is here, we'll kind of pour a little bit and she'll put it up around there, and we'll kind of push down on it just a little bit. So I think she's got that one there just about right. So she'll move over to this next one here, and what she's going to do, sometimes you can set these out once you get them, and she'll grab this one. I'll kind of go ahead and help her get this hole started. See how she squeezed around that side there. And this is a great thing, for a great project for a family to do. This one here doesn't have a real big root ball around the bottom. So she'll set that in there, and I'll kind of help her hold it. We'll push up some dirt around or some soil, some potting soil around the side. And see, that one there got in there good enough that I don't know that we need to put any more around the top. Sometimes you'll knock a leaf off, just pull that leaf out. So we're gonna move on to her fern here. We'll pull it out. So she's gonna dig that hole right there while it's got a little bit of a root ball. We'll just kind of gently go around it. Kind of open that front booger up. Just kind of pay attention when you're putting it in there that we're keeping it off the sides of the glass here. So that's going to get a little more soil back here in the back, so I'm going to grab it just to help Taryn here keep it off. We're going to pour a little potting media around it, pack it in there a little bit. And when you're doing this, there is no right or wrong way to really get it going. You can have one end higher where it looks kind of like a mountain back here with some ferns. So now she's got 2 more here to choose from, and I don't know which one she'd like to do. So Taryn's going to go ahead and pick out which one she'd like, and you like this one here. So there's not a whole lot of room, but we have to get 4 in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently pull this one out, and then we're going to set this out of the way so you get to see here. So then what I'm going to do is, what color do you like the best? The pink? So I'm going to gently go around this, and I'm going to try to separate a little of some of these and get that pink one out of there for her. Now you got to be careful that you don't go just to yanking and pulling and bust them roots off, and we'll set these off to the side, and we can propagate them into another another terrarium, or we can propagate them into a pot or something like that, and you can propagate those into something else. So now that we kind of got those in here, I think it looks pretty good. You can also decorate the inside. Taryn has chosen to use some Mickey Mouse things that she likes. She kind of likes Disney and Mickey Mouse. So you take those and you can kind of put them around however you'd like. So now the other thing I'd like that you need to do, I like to do, is go ahead and I got some water in a spray bottle. You kind of open that up. You got to remember, a terrarium, it builds moisture, but you got to kind of start with a little moisture. So she's going to just take it and spray a little moisture around in there. And here in about 2 or 3 days, you'll set, I mean, it needs to set in the sun. Remember that too, is a terrarium, it needs to set in the sun. Okay, that's probably enough. But getting that moisture in there. So then we went down to the local Lowe's or hardware store, and you get you a piece of plexiglass for the top of this, and I went ahead and cut it to size. Then what we're going to do is pop this little thing in right here. And there you go, you got your terrarium. So what we'll do is we'll move this. Obviously today it's not real sunny outside, but we'll move this and we'll set it in the sun, and we'll watch that. If in a week or so, if you don't get any moisture, you may need to pop your lid back off, put a little water in there. It'll start doing that. So there again, remember, I'm Todd Trinopole with the Muskogee County Extension Office. If you have any questions about and you want to do more about a terrarium, contact your local extension educator. Thank you.